Well, on this episode of Divestment Tales, we have another tragedy of a young sister by the name of Lauren Smith Fields. She also did content, on the internet as well. Well, she ended up meeting, an old white man on the app called Bumble. I want you to hear this story. Let's go ahead and roll that clip.
It's killing me inside. I miss my baby.
The mother of 23-year-old Lauren Smith Fields of Bridgeport says her family's world came crashing down 10 days ago when her daughter was found dead inside her apartment on Plymouth Street under what the family describes as mysterious circumstances. The medical examiner has not yet released the cause of death, and investigators aren't commenting.
Without a doubt, we know that my daughter was not a drug user, and I had a second autopsy myself. We paid out of pocket because we felt so uncomfortable with the way it was handled.
It's Lauren.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel.
Lauren was a familiar face to YouTube audiences. Her family says she had been a track star at Stanford High School and was now studying physical therapy at Norwalk Community College. A sweet child, they say, who had blossomed into a beautiful young woman who had the whole world at her feet. They say Lauren had met, quote, an older white man on the dating app Bumble, and it was he who alerted police to Lauren's death. The family says they are not satisfied with answers they got from an investigator.
I asked him about the guy. He just made it seem like the guy was a nice guy. It was nothing to investigate.
The only contact that we have had was from a very insensitive, condescending, and arrogant detective.
Lauren's dad reading a scathing statement saying police failed to extend the most basic courtesies and told his family to stop calling. Councilwoman Maria Pereira says police owe Lauren's mom an apology.
She sent a really well-written email, and I was shocked when just yesterday she told me she had not even received a response.
A mom who's left to plan her daughter's funeral just days before Christmas says she's struggling to find a path forward.
Life is not the same. I don't know who I'm going to be after this.
Now you have this young girl gone because she ended up meeting some old white man on Bumble, and he's not even a suspect. Now, remember, I've told you before that when you're fooling with these zaddies get their privilege. You understand? The police have never protected black women from anything whatsoever. So when you're involved with these zaddies and something happened to you, they're not going to look at them as the prime suspect right up front, because he found this young girl dead and he's not even being looked at. His story's not being checked out. As you heard, the family said that they say that he was just basically, it was nothing to look into him. He's just a nice guy. He's a nice guy. Really? He's a nice guy? Okay. But she was a young girl. She was not older. So what made her feel that was okay to fool with an old white man? Maybe because she's on social media, she came across these divestors' content. And maybe she heard what they were saying. And because she was young and impressionable, she thought, hey, I'm going to go ahead on and try that out because I'm listening to these divestors on the internet say all this. And so when a zaddy tried to get at her, she decided to go with it. And now she's not here anymore. Now, this is how I feel. I feel these divestment channels is harming young girls because they're giving a propaganda and a fantasy about a group of men that they're not even telling the truth about. Because you think that that group of men is going to treat you better than their own women? Like, really? They will never treat you better than their own women. You sitting up here lying on them, saying they're going to just give you the world and buy you this and buy you that. And, they just so loving. And, they don't even hurt a flower. They just, oh, my God, they the best things to slice bread. And then people in the real world will say, what? Do you look at the news of what they do? Do you see what they do to their own women? Like, why would they treat you better? What makes you so special? They going to just buy you the world. What happened to being strong and independent? What happened to that? And all the degrees. What happened to that? You threw the degrees away? and trade it in for a fantasy of a zaddy because you'd have heard somebody online tell you something that wasn't even the truth? Even one of the top zaddy worshipers, not even with her zaddy no more, she got a black man now. Go figure. What I'm saying is this divestment propaganda has to be, pushed back on with the truth, not lies. You don't have to lie about nobody. You don't even have to call the divestors names or channels. You don't have to do that. You just have to present the truth. And I've learned that over the years. If you keep hammering the truth, not too many people gonna say much. Only thing they could do is do some low grade, video about you personally. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? I always tell people this. Make all the videos you want about me. I've always said that because that's free promotion for me. That's free marketing I ain't got to pay you for. So, hey, if you want to do that all day, have fun. Do your thing. But we're going to put out, this truth, not propaganda, but truth about what's happening to the young sisters in our community is that propaganda that you are spewing is leading to young black girls and other women, single mothers, to getting harmed out here with these zaddies. Okay. So let me know in the comments, ladies and gentlemen, let me know in the comments what you think about this. This young girl, had a whole life ahead of her, And she went on Bumble and now a zaddy found her dead. Don't know what happened to her because the police not even looking into it. Then the police having an attitude with the family. See, when the police have an attitude with a black family, asking questions about what happened to their loved one, either they covering for him because they know him or they involved. A lot of these police are part of the Klan and all kind of other things, but that's a zaddy that you want to make videos about, right? Why don't you go explain all that zaddy talk with this family here, with that mother that's crying? Go tell them that and watch what they tell you. But let me know in the comments.